Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the BJD podcast, aka your home for the best music takes on the internet. I'm Ben.
I'm Jackson.
And I'm Derek.
So let's get this thing started. Today we are reviewing the album "Birds in the Trap" sing by McKnight by Travis Scott, released in 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with Jackson and his notes that he had on the album.
How do you want? Like, should I just start with ranking all the songs, or?
Just give like little notes on them.
Let's run through it. Yeah.
Yeah, like just start front to back. Just do the album. We'll chime in with our notes too.
All right. Well, to start off the album, the ends with Andre 3000.
Mm-hmm.
God,
Personally, I
song.
agree.
It's so good.
Personally, I thought it was probably. I think for me, it's my second best song on the album for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's incredible. The whole opening, the first part of it,
It's
that
so
first
good.
bit, that's
Exactly.
my favorite bit of it.
I think it was the perfect way for him to start off an album.
Oh, easily.
The Andre feature was phenomenal.
I agree with that.
100%.
And honestly, I love the drums on the album. On the song.
Oh yeah, the drums on that song are insane.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that's just how I feel about it.
I messed with it. I think it's really good.
Oh yeah, I said it. I said the beat switch was pretty good, but the intro is definitely better.
Yeah, the first half of it. Well, it's not even the first half.
It's like the
first
first
part of it.
Yeah, like the intro.
It's really
obviously,
good.
So
For way back, you got the Cuddy vocals in the background.
yeah, those are
It's very
great.
nice. I love
I mean, Cuddy vocals on pretty much any song are just gonna be
Insane.
phenomenal. For me, I think I put it at 7 on the album. So
Okay.
just right in the middle.
All right.
I really like Way Back, and I like the second half better, and I also like how Uzi sampled and used the second half on his own song.
I did notice that. Like
I like
when Uzi
I like
dropped that.
I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's very awesome.
I mean, I said the beat switch was kind of long. I do like the first half a little bit better. Second half is like kind of calming though. I do really just like the first half of Way Back.
I mean, the middle of Way Back, like the flute, not a huge fan of it. But then when Travis does his verse over it, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Now, Coordinate. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Coordinate.
No, in my notes I really wrote down word for word. Nothing much really. Meh.
I think it's not like a horrible song. It's like a pretty average song.
No, yeah.
I think the intro to it is very funny when the guys.
Oh,
like,
no,
hey,
that's
hey,
funny.
Travis Scott.
I said
H.
that I love the flow switch at about 2 minutes in the song.
That is good.
That's really the only part of it. I put it at 12. So
Okay.
It's one of the weaker songs off the album, in my opinion.
yeah. I mean, then you got All Through the Late Night. You got another Cuddy feature.
God, through the late night.
Beautiful Cuddy feature as well. Chorus was amazing, and then Travis's verse.
Chad's verse when he samples like day and night. God.
When he's interpolating it, yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I love it when he comes in on that song. It's very nice.
Exactly.
Oh, it's so good.
For me, I put it at 3.
Yeah, I think I put it at 3 too.
Now we got Beebs and Trap. Nav on the chorus.
Nav is good.
In my notes, I just have Nav.
In my notes, I have Nav is good, and then are you sure you want to party with the demons? That's all I have.
Yeah, I love Beebs and Trap. It's one of the like lower songs on the album,
Yeah.
but it's still an amazing
Still
song.
not a bad song by any
Exactly.
means.
For me, it's at 10. Then, yeah, SPD interlude. Not the extended version. We're doing the regular version.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, just in my notes, I literally just have smoke some, drink some, pop one.
No, yeah, it's a great. Like the instrumental's great on it. Does get a little repetitive at some points.
It gets repetitive, and then the outro kind of like lowers it down a little bit.
No, yeah.
If it was a Mike Dean outro, it would have been phenomenal.
No, and knowing the extended version too does make
Yeah.
this song a little bit worse than what we
Exactly.
could have had.
Yeah, I hold a
But
little
it's
grudge against it.
Still a very good song.
Yeah,
I
still a really good
personally
song.
put it at 5.
I think it was like 8 for me.
I mean, it's still an amazing song. Like even
Yeah.
without being in the extended version, I'm still putting it at 5 on the album.
Oh,
With
yeah.
the extended version, it would probably go to 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, easily.
Sweet Sweet. Personally, I'm not a huge fan.
I like Sweet Sweet.
I like it, but it isn't like one of my favorites off the album. I like
No,
the
yeah.
chorus, but I feel like the verses on it are pretty forgettable.
The beat is really
Yeah.
good too. I really do like the beat on
The
Sweet
beat,
Sweet.
the beat is nice. I agree.
Yeah.
with
Oh,
that.
it's a great beat.
I put it at 13. So
I think
second to worst song.
I think
on
it
the
was
album.
like 9 for me.
Yeah.
And then we have,
Outside.
yeah.
21 Savage feature.
I never listened to the song before listening to the album. Honestly, I never fully listened to the album. So the 21 part kind of caught me by surprise. I mean, 21's part is great. Other parts of the song, kind of probably some of the lowest points on the album is what I think.
I really like the 21 Savage feature.
I agree.
Very good
I mean, the
feature.
21 Savage feature is amazing. I thought Travis's verse was a little bit choppy and a little bit offbeat at the start of the song.
No, yeah, it's really weird.
And some of his bars were just a little.
Kind of the beginning of Outside with like the offbeat kind of flow kind of reminds me a little bit of First Take even. Like
Yeah.
right after the start, First Take is like just it just doesn't seem like it aligns up really.
Yeah. I put, what was that, Outside? I put Outside at 11.
I put mine at 12.
Now we got the most streamed song on the album. And
Of Travis's whole
His most
career.
strings, most strings song ever.
Goosebumps with Kendrick Lamar.
I forgot just how good that song is really. Like coming back re-listening to it.
It's such a classic and nostalgic song
It
in
is.
general. Still a little bit overplayed. I've heard it way too much.
Oh, yeah.
It's to the point where it's a little old.
It does seem like
I still
Yeah,
love,
definitely.
I still love the song. The Kendrick feature definitely brings the song to a whole new level.
It is
Oh,
an
100%.
incredible feature.
Probably maybe even the best on the album. Who knows?
Potentially. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
For me, I put Goosebumps at 9 just because the overplay
Really?
overplay.
9?
Yeah.
I put it at 4.
Yeah, for me, it's just a little bit too overplayed, and it just got a little bit boring. But the Kendrick feature still just, I listened to it mainly just for the Kendrick feature.
No,
It
yeah.
was very good.
But yeah. Then First Take, this song, I absolutely love. Honestly,
Okay.
I love this song. I love the Bryson Tiller feature at the end.
I agree.
Grayson Tiller is probably the highlight of the song.
I like how Bryson Tiller goes into that pick up the phone, but at the very end.
Yeah.
And I think that's very good. Going into the next track on the song too, being pick up the phone.
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
thought that was very clever.
This for me is probably one of the most underrated songs on the album. In my
It's up
opinion.
there.
I put it at 6 on the album.
Ooh, I think I put it at 10.
I also find it very underrated because I feel like a lot of people, when it comes to this album, they're talking about mainly Goosebumps.
They're talking about Goosebumps and probably
Pick up the phone.
yeah.
Pick up the phone. Yeah, those are the
And
big
this is one of
ones.
those songs where I feel like it's really good and it should be talked about, but it's not talked
No,
about that
yeah.
much.
No, because they're only looking at Astroworld, Utopia, and Rodeo.
No,
they're,
yeah.
Exactly.
They're mainly not looking at.
This one got
Birds.
lost in all of his other projects.
Yes.
So, I mean,
it's still a really good project.
I agree.
100%.
I agree.
And then, as what Bryson said, next song is Pick Up the Phone.
Mhm.
easily best off the
Um,
album. I think it's top 10 Travis, honestly.
I think it's an incredible song.
I agree. I think it's probably top 10 Travis.
I had it at my
Um,
number 6 for the longest time. I don't know, though. More and more I listen to Rodeo, Utopia.
Exactly. Astroworld, and
Mhm.
just continue to replay all of Travis's albums.
Uh-huh.
This album is clearly probably the worst out of his 4.
Yeah, I would say. at
Very
a studio.
commonly agreed on.
It's not like
Like, it's kind of like a Kanye deal where, like, some of Kanye's albums are
He has
still
so many
amazing,
good albums.
still amazing, but, like, you consider them the worst, but they're still an amazing album.
kind of
Yes.
reminds me a little of 808s almost in that sense because it's like right in the middle of like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Graduation, Late Registration, College Dropout, all those ones. And it kind of, it's not like it doesn't get forgotten. It also has the one standout track, like how Heartless is the standout track on 808s.
Exactly.
And,
And you got a lot of underrated tracks that
Mhm.
really nobody has ever heard.
I mean, and it seemed like almost Travis was kind of exploring, just kind of trying to find like almost like a new sound almost.
Yeah, he was experimenting, which
Mhm.
I mean, he did a really good job with it, honestly.
Oh, great. He did a great job.
And then for Pick Up the Phone, back at Pick Up the Phone, Thug killed
Incredible. I love that
Oh,
part.
God,
Loved it.
Quavo's feature on there too.
I
God.
Amazing.
Also did very good.
100%.
I mean, Thug and Travis. I mean, you look at what they did on Hot as well. I mean,
Mhm.
they're an amazing duo. I mean, adding Quavo to that song as well, just
Oh yeah, no, and I mean this is the best outro to a Travis song. It might even be considered the best, like Travis.
in my
Part.
opinion, I think it might be one of the best outros of all time.
Oh no,
Outro.
definitely.
It's so recognizable too. Like everyone knows this outro.
Oh yeah,
And of course it's a Mike Dean outro.
of course.
I mean, for me, I put it at 1. I would
Oh, yeah.
assume
I put it at one
at
too.
least Ben did it the same. I don't know about.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We'll see. We'll see.
And now we got Lose. I think it's another underrated song. I mean, I love the intro.
It's the
I
most
like- I like-
underrated off the whole album. Lose is so good.
I like the chorus a lot on Lose.
I did too. I put Lose at 8 behind Way Back.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Guidance.
The beat is one of the goofiest beats I've ever heard in the history of music.
It is a very interesting one, but to be honest, I don't even dislike it that much. I think it's
I
a
don't
solid
either.
song. But
It's kind of like how I felt about Modern Jam.
it's
I
not-
thought
yeah.
Modern Jam was a funky beat. I'm like, okay, what is this? And then I listened to the whole thing,
You
listened to
listen to it
Tizo,
more
and
and more, and you're like, ooh. I mean, the first time I heard Tizo, I was like, is that Freddie Mercury?
but note for note on me on Guidance, I said funky beat, but love it.
No, yeah. I said goofy, I beat.
But Guidance for me is at 4. I love the song.
Dang, 4?
I love Guidance.
You're not going to like where I put it.
Oh God. And then Wonderful. Personally,
That song.
I love this song too.
The Weeknd's part in the instrumental, oh
Mhm.
my.
personally, the Weeknd's part for
God.
me carries.
He does do his stuff on this.
Oh, yeah, he carries.
But I also don't like Travis's part on it, and I feel like it's the worst song on the album.
Okay, okay, that's outrageous.
Yeah, I don't know if I can agree with that.
No, I definitely can't agree with it. So now that we've gone through the album, you want to rank them 1 through 14?
I mean, I pretty much did my rankings, but I mean, I could say them again.
All right, so
you guys compare yours.
okay. So I said at my 14 is Coordinate. I think that was in my opinion, just the worst song off the album.
That probably would also be my opinion with that one.
14. I mean, I just said it. It's wonderful.
I just don't know if I can agree with that.
I definitely can't agree with that.
I think Wonderful's a great song.
In my 13, I have Guidance.
Wow.
Yeah.
I probably would have put Guidance a little bit higher than 13. Probably would have cracked my top 10 at a minimum.
I put Sweet Sweet at 13.
Okay. And my 12 was Outside. I mean, I like it. It's a good song. It's just the 21 feature carries. Other than that, it's like
Yeah.
kind of forgettable.
For 12 for me, I put Coordinate.
All right.
I mean, I really don't like Coordinate that much.
No.
That's really all I gotta say. 11 for me is Outside.
11 for me is Beebs in the Trap.
Beavis and the Traps at my 10. So
Okay. And then at my 10 is First Take. I know you don't like that one, but
I probably would have put First Take a little bit higher than 10.
yeah.
I mean, compared to the other songs on the album, I mean, it seems like that there's just a clear like top 3, top 4, and then it seems like there's a clear top 4 or like bottom 4, but it seems like all the songs in the middle,
Could we shift
Kinda like-
around?
yeah, could be like interchangeable with one another.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
What are we at? 9.
Yeah, 9.
I said Goosebumps.
I said Sweet Sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, I
I
really
would-
like Sweet Sweet.
I would never put Sweet Sweet that high.
That's how I feel about Guidance. I would never put it that high.
8 is Lose.
8's SDP interlude.
Ooh, that low?
I mean,
I
I don't know. I mean,
don't. 7. Way Back.
yeah, same. I put Way Back at 7. I was really high on Way Back for the longest time. I really did like it. More and more I listen to the second half. It's like, I like the second half a lot, but it's like, is it really like,
That amazing.
no, yeah.
Is it really like enough to be top 5? No.
No, yeah. I mean, I thought it was top 15 Travis for the longest time. All right.
Okay. 6. First Take.
I have Lose at 6.
Wow. Okay. Okay, that's actually not bad.
Interesting.
That's not
I
bad.
love
I'll-
Lose.
I'm fine with Lose at 6. That.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go to
5.
the top 5.
SPD interlude.
It is SDP, buddy, not SPD.
Same thing.
And my 5
Same
is
thing.
Wonderful.
That's fair. I think Wonderful's top 5.
Oh, yeah, it's so good. The Weeknd's part,
I could not agree.
okay. Okay.
14.
4 for me is Guidance.
4 is Goosebumps for me.
Okay.
I mean, the Kendrick feature.
Kendrick feature carries the song.
Yeah.
I mean, also I don't want to say it's in the same spot as like Sicko Mode because it's not. Sicko Mode is a way better song.
I agree with that.
But Goosebumps, I mean, it seems like it's getting played way too much to people. As soon as they hear it, they're like, "Oh, what is this song?" You know, like that. I've heard it a million times. Blah blah blah. Like, and I hate it. But instead, it's like when you really listen to it more, it's like Kendrick really goes off, and it really is one of Travis's best songs in his discography.
I agree.
Circus
But I
was
will
hard.
say this: Goosebumps at Circus Maximus was pretty good.
It was pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah, no,
I was enjoying it.
Him and The Weeknd always go hard on every single song that they
well,
have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all have. I think majority
Have the same top
have
three.
the same top three,
Yeah.
or they're mixed around a little bit.
Mhm.
3 I got all through the late night.
Yeah, I got through the late night.
Cuddy feature, just
Insane.
phenomenal. I mean, Travis like kind of putting some of the bars from Day and Night into his verse.
Just that opening part with the Cuddy vocals just
No, yeah,
sucks you
it's-
right in.
Oh, it's so good.
2, the ends.
Yeah, the ends.
Andre feature to start off the album, the amazing intro. I mean,
I was having a conversation with Derek, and we were talking if
It's his greatest intro.
if it is. I don't think it is. I think it's
I-
probably third, but I do think it's better than Stargazing.
I would agree.
Mhm.
I would agree it's better than Stargazing.
So at number 1, you guys would both have that.
Pick up the phone.
Pick up
Yeah.
the phone.
I'm gonna be different right here. I actually think "The Ends" is my favorite song.
Oh, I could see that.
off this
At
album.
first, when I was listening to the album yesterday, I was debating on putting. At first, I think I put the ends above "Pick Up the Phone,"
No, yeah.
and then I switched it after listening to "Pick Up the Phone" again, just because.
Mm-hmm.
They're both so incredible.
God, they're amazing.
I mean, just the top 3 songs on the album are just phenomenal.
Oh yeah, I know. The top 3 songs might be.
Top
top-
20 Travis.
I think they're top 20. I mean, pick up the
Mhm.
phone, like I
Well,
said,
yeah.
top 10. Same
Yeah.
with the ends, maybe.
Mhm.
Who knows?
All right, Derek.
Well, I was wondering, you guys, what do you think the best feature, real quick, off the album is?
Ooh,
if you guys
I-
had to say.
I do think it's Kendrick Lamar's verse on Goosebumps. I really do.
I do agree. I think it's Kendrick. Also, I would maybe put up there Bryson Tiller.
Bryson Tiller's verse is really good.
Bryson Tiller on what was he on first? He's on
Kendrick
First
was
Take.
definitely in my running for it, along with Andre 3000. But I think I went with Young Thug.
Young Thug's
Pick Up the
is
Phone.
great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think he's the best on that song. Even I think Quavo's better.
Mm-hmm.
I really do like Quavo's.
I would think Young Thug's better than Quavo on Pick Up the
I
Phone.
just love
Okay.
Young's vocals on it. Anyway, do you guys want to do a quick draft of these songs?
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Snake draft.
All right, so Derek, you can go first, and then we'll go Jackson, and then me.
All right, perfect. Starting off, the consensus best one off this album between this group, I'm going to take Pick Up the Phone. Stellar feature.
That's
I was kind of hoping you picked the ends, but well, I think we know what I'm gonna pick now.
yeah.
And that is the ends.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
For my 2 picks, I'm just gonna go with Through the Late Night, and then I'm gonna go with probably Goosebumps because I mean you can't beat Goosebumps. It's a good aux song,
Mm.
and then Through the Late Night, it's God.
For me, I am gonna go SPD interlude.
Okay, that's not bad.
All right. We got 2 back-to-back picks here. I'm looking at my options, what I have left. I think I'm personally going to go into Way Back. I think I'm higher on this song than both you guys might be, but I find this song to be incredible on both ends of it. And the next pick I'm going to go into, I think I'm going to pick up First Take. Good solid Travis part. Very good Brent
Come
Fayez
on.
feature. There you go. I think I'm building.
Whoa,
Hey, Brent Fayez.
No,
Bryson
Buddy.
Tiller. Bryson Tiller. My fault.
You don't
My fault.
deserve to get that song now. I mean, for me, I'm just gonna go with what I think, and that's gonna be Guidance.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you did have it at 4, so
Yeah.
Me back-to-back picks again. I'm going Wonderful. I love that song. It's so good. And then I think with my other one, I'm going to take Lose.
Okay.
And I'm happy with those picks.
Back to Jackson.
I think I'm gonna go Beebs in the Trap. That's my 3rd pick.
Okay. So what I'm looking at left, I'm looking at It's between Guidance, Outside, and Coordinate.
Jackson already got Guidance.
Okay, so it's between Outside, Coordinate, and
Sweet, Sweet, and Wonderful, I believe.
No, I already got
sorry,
Wonderful.
sorry.
Sweet, Guidance. No, Sweet, Outside and Coordinate.
all right. I think my favorite out of those ones is probably they're all definitely weaker on the album. I think I'm gonna take Outside just because the 21 feature.
No, yeah, 21 features. Insane.
Well, then I'm left with Sweet, Sweet, it looks like.
All right.
Because I'm not going Coordinate. That's not happening. But yeah.
All right.
If you guys had to give this album like a score, 1 through 10, what would you give it?
I mean, personally, I would go. My personal rating was an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay, I put a little lower, just at an 8, not an 8.5. There are highs, there are lows, like any album has, but I think it kind of consistently hovers around that 8 mark.
I'm very so in agreement with you guys. I'm in between that 8.5 range. I think it's a very solid album. I think definitely we mentioned this earlier, one of Travis's weakest out of all his other studio projects, but he's got so many bangers on these other ones. It's hard to compete with them.
Exactly. I mean, what do we think is an overrated song on the album?
SDP Interlude. I think it's the most overrated, most overplayed.
I think in an overrated sense, you have to just go with value per stream. So in my
Just
sense,
go
Goosebumps,
That was my pick.
Okay, yeah, no. I mean, you aren't wrong.
because there are better songs on this album that deserves the streams that Goosebumps has.
I think I saw something that was like Goosebumps almost has as many streams as the whole album Rodeo.
Wow, that's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of streams. I mean, it is like a top 10 most streamed rap song ever.
Oh, yeah.
I
Travis's
believe
too.
so.
I know it's up there. I know it's, obviously it's Travis's biggest.
Oh, well, yeah.
All right.
But
Yeah.
And then if you would your most underrated pick, like what song would that be?
I think we talked about this a little bit earlier. I
Mhm.
agreed with the Sang First Take
with
Really?
Bryson Tiller,
with Bryson Tiller, guys.
not Brent Fayez.
Not Brent Fayez,
Brent
Bryson
Fayez,
Tiller.
not Brent Fayez.
Mine was Lose. I mean, I love that song. I mean, you saw me put it at 6, so.
I mean, yeah, I put First Take at 6. So
I mean, hey. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Overall, this album's a really good album. It just kind of gets lost in all of other Travis's stuff.
It's still definitely worth a listen. For
100%
people.
worth a listen.
it mainly gets lost in the fact that Goosebumps is like the only really popular song on the album.
Think
and then
about
you have,
Birds, you think of Goosebumps.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you think of another song, you think of Pick Up the Phone. Those
Yeah.
are the two your brain goes to. You
and
don't
then
really
if
think.
if you're thinking of Travis Scott in general, you are not thinking of Birds. Most likely, you're thinking of Astroworld or Rodeo
or
or
Utopia.
Even Utopia, yeah.
Mhm.
So, overall, I still love this album with passion.
Great album.
I still think it's his worst of his released studio albums.
Yeah.
But it is still a phenomenal album.
Oh, it is a great album.
Yeah, I mean, I have no more words to add on if you boys ready to. wrap it
No,
up
I
there.
mean, yeah, so that's really all we had today. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.